Hey everybody, Chris Ludwig here, unit sports specialist, with a little secret for you guys. You ready? There's no such thing as good and bad technique. Now I say that as I stand in front of this handsome devil here doing proper lifting techniques with our big rock lifts. So in the gym, we teach a certain technique to things, but I just said there's no such thing as good and bad technique, so why even bother, right? Well, the reason we teach a proper lifting technique with things is so that you can repeat it. We simply teach advantageous techniques. And what I mean by that is we want you to lift weights, lift more weights, more consistently over time. So we're going to teach it this way. Again, all exercises ever made were arbitrary. Someone once said, this is how you do a squat. This is how you do a pull-up. But any other way isn't necessarily wrong. It's just not a squat or a pull-up. We teach it a certain way so that you can add a little bit more weight, be more consistent over time. Could you do it another way and still do it? Absolutely. The key is consistency. So the idea that you're automatically going to get hurt by rounding your back when you pick something off the ground. I see 12-year-olds do it all the time, and they don't end up with their spine blowing out of their back. But likely they've gotten used to it. So that is their lifting technique. That is the way their body has adapted to lifting. Is it as advantageous? No, probably not. So when they come in and see me, I'm going to fix it a little bit because my goal is to add a little bit more weight, be a little more consistent over time so that they can lift big weights when they get older. Again, the idea of good and bad technique is not a very good one because all technique is just that, it's technique. Rounding your back when you pick something off the ground isn't necessarily bad if the load isn't too much for the way you've been doing it. If you've done nothing but round your back while you pick something off the ground all your life, and then you automatically learn the right way to do it with too much weight, yeah, you might get hurt because it's new to you. It's new to you. The key is consistency. So we're going to teach you the right way to do it, right? The way we deem the right way to do it, because it's going to get you consistent. You're going to do it the same way every single time. Your body's going to get used to that way of doing it. And then we get to add a little bit more weight. We got to be consistent with it. And then you're going to get really, really strong doing it. So let's stop thinking about good and bad technique. Let's start thinking about advantageous versus non-advantageous technique.